Um, I have a question from a brother of us on WhatsApp, and I would like to read the question now. Yeah, help you with the solution. Another excellent teaching today, especially on the matter of Thanksgiving. I need one more layer of explanation if you can. I have always been of the view that gratitude is due to men, but when expressed, it comes in the form of thanksgiving. That then led me to levels of thanksgiving. In the case of the leper who returned, would you not say that the thanksgiving he was offering was a worship form of thanksgiving, given the behavior he exhibited at the feet of Christ? But a worship form of thanksgiving can only be attributed to God. But the expression of gratitude outwardly in the form of thanksgiving, not as a worship, could be permitted, especially what St. Paul said to Aquila and Priscilla and the church in general in Romans 16, verse the number 3 to 4. For the benefit of argument, we will read Romans chapter number 16, verses 3 and 4. So let's do this quickly. The epistle of Apostle Paul to the Roman church, 16, the same chapter where Phoebe was sent to the church in Crinkia. So 16, 3 and 4. Give my greetings to Priscilla and Aquila, my co-workers in the ministry of Christ Jesus. In fact, they once risked their lives for me. I am thankful to them, and so are all the Gentile churches. Okay, so we have to look at the context or the word thankful that has been used over here. The thankful that has been used over here is supposed to be I'm grateful to them. Nese meniso ejuma omayamame, and not necessarily to say thank you. I will read from the New King James Version and see what it offers. So Romans 16, verse the number 3 to 4.
Real 97.1. 97.1.
My main king can I tree no 3 to 4. Monchia Prisca ene Aquila me nyonko adwumayfo Kristo Yesu mu a wode won hara won ho memai disi mekra anamu na enye menko ena meda won ase na emom asafo a ewo amanaman nyina mu nso so enase no a Paul eka ho asem no eye appreciation or the showing of gratitude, like you rightly said in your message or your question. And so it is agreeable. Yejitum say ode enase bi, the level of enase na woka no so hwe papa na oba Yesu nchen no a ne modus operandi no ekire say obekoto no ohwe Yesu na ase. It was some sort of a worship, a deep sense of thanksgiving, worship. A year or some enodema Christo, and the same was expected of the 9. However, they didn't show up, and so in the case of Apostle Paul, it is very true. The use of the thanks or I'm thankful unto them, no, a expression of gratitude, not necessarily say one more and IBB ama no, and inwardly he has to worship them. And so it is very right the way you have put it. And for instance, yema a practical case scenario. Say makoye osofo na adwuma bi akyere me so na me sofo masofo ni bi atumi akogina manemu na omadi sa adwumadie no dwuma ya mokoye die me da masepan. It is a sign of gratitude or appreciation which necessarily doesn't fall in play with the discussion I was having. So the discussion na me yenwa thank you asida ene ayeye ne awoho ano. It comes when you have really received a tremendous breakthrough and I say adie bi esombo pa ne hia na emu asida ne enigye ne awoho ano. See a dear Merad ne adani di akoma onipa deseni and I say osofo, and we allow Christ, who has been the performer of such miracles, we deny him the center of attraction and we honor our fellow men and women. So that was basically the subject under review. But say on the face value and I say by mere words na and said that trim kwahumem doesn't come along with any sort of worship format. So woko toko to nipa no aso no na yi onyankopon and all of that. Just general expression say ade na oye no esomani o enti no nyame hira mo. I mean medase say utumi yes ade we edemame. That medase no is a sign of appreciation or gratitude that you've given, not necessarily a form of thanks asida esese edema otumfo nyankopon. However, the challenge I've had with this harmless thank you, the problem I have had with this harmless thank you, ni say with time it becomes a norm and it will deviate from the normal thanksgiving that must be actually given unto God. It's what I say. So in order not to expose ourselves, I have committed myself over the period to say onyankopon shirao me da sepan se erade me de erade asese ofa so. You see, it's like I always want to make sure say I do not commit myself or find myself wanting in this corridor of discussion. Senior beya ade no nkonkoye say a woman say I'm just showing mere appreciation, but inwardly no, now I am attaching some sense of worship or humility towards that person. And in order to avoid it, I try as much as possible to avoid the use of thank you when it is an expression of gratitude. And I continue to admonish that there are many ways we can twist or we can reconstruct our statements or speeches to suggest what we intend to do and still not direct thanksgiving to onipa dasanibia wasasi. So it when I say me the radia sepa say you mame, then the person acknowledges that you are giving the thanks to God, but you are still appreciating him being a vessel or an instrument of usage. Meaning say Mr. Godfred what's the mekano asidia. So that's the to play it safe. Let us always extend the honor and the thanks to Almighty Yahweh, right? And there are many instances where Apostle Paul would say, I thank God that you people have been made my disciples. I thank God say moma babeye mesuyafo and all of that. So generally, to play it safe, I do not even entertain the mere expression of thank you in the form of appreciation or gratitude when somebody does something memorable for you. Rather, Meda Eradia say, thank God that you have been used to reach out to me. All right. And I ask for the blessings of God upon your life. That way we will be safe and then we will not commit ourselves along there. Neither would we, in the heat of our gratitude or appreciation expression, would we divert it onto mankind. I don't know if I have been able to make this quite clear for you. Let me know if there is something else you do not understand. And thank you so much for the question. Like you see, thank you so much for the question. So this thank you is a harmless one which has nothing to do with giving you worship or honor. All right.